Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to UPSL midweek action. This is the premier conference, Virginia North Division. Beautiful night out here at Thomas Edison High School in Alexandria, Virginia. Got something of an Alexandria derby on our hands. The Alexandria Reds taking on Alexandria United. We have the walkout, we have the anthem, and we have match kickoff in just a moment. Get your predictions in the chat. Let us know where you're tuned in from. And of course, any thoughts on the match. And we'll be right with you after the walkout and the anthem. Go full screen. Once they start playing the anthem, they're not going. Once they play the anthem, okay. So we're gonna zoom in and just pan across slowly, like. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The anthem has been played, walkout finished, and it's time for action. But first, on behalf of Alexandria United, we'd love to give a huge thank you to the amazing sponsors who have made our team possible and tonight's broadcast possible. First up, DB Custom Marble and Granite, your experts in home remodeling, bringing style and craftsmanship to every project. Be sure to check them out on Instagram at db.custom_. Next, RNP Contractors LLC, leaders in large-scale operations with trucking, asphalt, concrete services across the DMV. Follow their work on Instagram at RandP Contractors. We also want to recognize Digital Construction Inc., your trusted team for commercial drywall, metal framing, and ceiling solutions in the DMV. Find them on Instagram at digital_construction_inc. Shout out to NAU, providing top-notch soccer training and development through one-on-one and group sessions, helping players reach their full potential. Give them a follow at NAU.13. And finally, a few good places, AFGP, a worldwide streetwear brand telling a story through fashion and lifestyle, bringing style to fans on and off the field. Check them out on Instagram at A Few Good Pieces. Alexandria United and our sponsors, together making every match unforgettable. We got match kickoff here from Thomas Edison. Alexandria Reds playing left to right, wearing their all-red kits. And, of course, United will play right to left, wearing their all-white. We are underway with match kickoff. Reds getting started on the ball. First off, welcome to all those who have joined us. Good to see a random Aussie tuned in all the way from Sydney, Australia. Madeline tuned in from South Georgia, our two most loyal fans. Sean Osama here in support of the Reds. Eric Turner. Good to see everybody. I'm looking forward to a great game. Reds getting their early touches here to start the match. Smith sending it back across. Those Reds try to find success through the midfield. That was Andrews letting it go. Finally, Reds running out of real estate. And on the far touchline, Alexandria United will get their first opportunity to string some passes together. Medrano down the line. Still in the mixer. And Reds now will have the throw right at midfield. So ball in behind, well sniffed out at the expense of a corner kick. Good little quick attack. Sniffed out well by Anthony Neufal. Philip Brown, the big captain today for Alexandria United. You can see him setting the pieces in motion. The service is a good one. And Reds will go to work. Here's Goshu running out of real estate. Goal kick to come for United. Kind of a lackluster finish to a promising sequence of play, but lots of time left in this one. Andrews can be very dangerous from those set pieces. We've already seen him net quite a few goals this season. He will be a player to watch out for United. And it's going to be a goal kick for United. Amadaka will let his colleague send it forward. Sent forward initially by Manawer. And just about kept alive. Beautiful skill from United. Manawer sends it back once again. And to the touchline it goes. Here's Tayshawn Johnson down the line. Johnson gives it back. Foul. Able to connect with his colleague, but it's a costly turnover by Apaya. Reds almost catching United in transition into the waiting arms of Almadaka, and here comes United once again. Yusuf Manawer, the former Los Toros man, sending it back. New foul. Looking forward. Here comes Johnson. Look at the skill. Look at the speed from Johnson, almost exploiting that mistake from the Reds. And in the end, United will have to settle for the consolation prize of the throw out here on the near touchline. This is sent down the line in the direction of Johnson. And at midfield, United will get another opportunity to create something. Yeah, Randamossi and Madeline, that unfortunately wasn't a symptom of our audio. That was just the anthem was that quiet. They have a little bit of a small speaker system on that far side, so I'll sing it for you if we get a chance. I'll get you the anthem. Don't worry. But yeah, that was just a really quiet anthem, not a symptom of our audio. So set in behind. Brown will find his goalkeeper. It's well flicked forward, but right back into the meat grinder this one goes. Dimitri Turner, a huge player in this midfield for the Reds. He's finally getting his first touches. What a turn from Turner. The aptly named Turner. Putting on a masterclass in that midfield, but United looking to get down that far touch. Here's Andrews going to work. He will get the final touch, and United have the throw. So this becomes something of a rivalry match, a little bit of a Alexandria derby. Of course, the Reds, they have the pedigree, they have the youth program, they're a massive organization. Found a lot of success at the men's side over the years. United, they're a slightly younger club, but have put together a really strong project. Coach Beltran, Coach Simon Cargbo, and owner Hatsa Diaz have really grown this club, and while this used to be a one-sided rivalry, you can no longer say that. This is Ethan Hutcherson looking to create something down the line. Hutcherson winning it back from his former teammates. Yes, that's right. Hutcherson spent a lot of time with this United side, and he'll know them in and out. Hutcherson winning the throw here on the near touch. And certainly it'll be a storyline to watch out for. Perhaps a little bit of animosity between United and their former man, although this is speculation on my part. Might have been an amicable breakup, as they say. But it's always interesting to see the players and how they play against their former club. Sometimes there's a ton of respect, no celebration, kind of a bittersweet appearance, and sometimes it's all animosity and all venom. And the foul sends it back. Lovely touch from Manauer. And Andrews able to bring the pressure inside. Hamza Musfi looking down the line. That's a far too direct ball, and United able to win the goal kick. Glad to see you made it on after all your Zoom meetings, Mr. Aussie. New foul looking forward. Lorenzo Smith first to it, flicked on well. And Hutcherson will go to work on the inside. Andrews, dispossessed. Manauer has found space. Oh, able to make the tackle was Lorenzo Smith. To take it away from the streaking Johnson, now Hutcherson. Back into Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic in behind. Goshu was the closest to it. Might have been in an offside position. Probably was, but it's a clever idea from Bogdanovic. Here's new foul. Looking for Johnson. Smith first to it. And here's one down the line. That's likely going to be an offside. Yeah, the flag does go just a little bit behind the mark. Lorenzo Smith's service. United have to be careful, though. When the Reds get that one timed and down, it's going to be easy penetration. This one well sent back. The Reds will switch the point of attack. Bringing in their goalkeeper to the mix. Back to Jack Ryan once again. Ryan floating one out wide. It's a lovely little challenge there from Medrano. Max Medrano down the line. He's got a Paya. The square ball contested. Najah won't get there first. Here's no foul. Back to Medrano. Beautiful service, and Ryan comfortably off his line. We'll see this one over the end line for a goal kick to come. Goal kick to come for the Reds. I imagine that I've seen kind of an even spread of possession, even spread of chances. We'll see who finds that venomous first attack. Let us know your predictions, your thoughts on the match. Players to watch out for. I see Ben Andrews and Turner called out. Here's a shot from the top of the 18. Well blocked. Musfi looking for Goshu. Goshu dispossessed. Read all the way by Brown. Brown has got Apaya on the touch. Still in the mix. And Reds living to fight another day. They'll just send this one out at the expense of a throw. Now Medrano will be the one to send it back in. Sent in, shouts for handball. Play will continue. Here's Apaya, back to Johnson. Johnson from distance! Not a bad strike at all. In the end, will be a goal kick, but we know Johnson certainly can hit these. And that'll be one to watch out for. This is sent in quickly by Ryan. Although, I'm getting an update. This is not Ryan. Charles Feinfuss getting the start in goal today for the Reds. Apologies to Charles Feinfuss. Jack Ryan, I've seen him as the normal starter, but oh, this is well flicked on by United. Johnson was there, but Feinfuss well off his line to address the issue. Huge asset for the Reds to have two equally capable college-level goalkeepers on the roster. Schweinfuss seeing his day today. We saw Ryan in action over the weekend against Summit Valley. United deep in their own area. Down the line from Medrano. It's straight up in the air. Manauer gets a touch. And this is dispossessed by Bogdanovic. Back inside. No clear possessor. It's a battle between Johnson and Smith. Smith wins out that time. Now Hamza Musfi looking for Goshu. Always favored for Mohamed Al-Madaka. Reds can find the right touch, the right angle for that service in behind. Goshu, we know what he's capable of. Oh, that is a thunderous challenge from Ja. On the near touch. Nigel Njaba covered a lot of distance. Left no doubt with that challenge throw for United. Arfal will receive it from Medrano. Now Johnson dropping deep. This is big diagonal ball, asking the question. Here come United. Shot taken. It's just wide. And just look how dangerous United can be. It's quickly taken block. We're back in the action now. Reds on the far touchline looking to send one for Hutcherson, who switched sides. Perhaps they see something they like. Under pressure is Madaka. Now Madaka immediately under pressure. Didn't like what he saw in front. Had to send it over the far touch. Throw now for the Reds, who have bodies forward in commitment. It's interesting to see Andrews and Hutcherson switch sides. They're both capable players, but different skill sets. And I think the Reds coaching staff might have seen a matchup on either side that they wanted to exploit, or a mismatch, if you will. Certainly something to pay attention to. Ethan Hutcherson working against Medrano out there. Here's Manauer. Johnson certainly knew he was in an offside position. Let it go. Nerfal still contesting. Well done by Nigel Jabba. Andrews will drop deep. Now Turner dispossessed. Back out to Nerfal. Nerfal, top of the 18, strike from distance, always rising, always up and over. But United certainly finding their way into the game. That final effort taken by the foot of number 6, Stephen Apaya. Schweinfuss, thunderous kick into the midfield, but Medrano, slight in stature, but didn't he get up well for that? Ball still ping-ponging back and forth. Andrews, for Hutcherson. Hutcherson looking to the corner and just about kept alive. No, it's going to be goal kick to come. Good effort, though, from Milton Avalos Torres. Certainly a player to watch out for. Torres and Hutcherson on the same side. We saw Avalos Torres overlapping quite a bit, creating a lot of mismatch in that match against Summit Valley. Nerfal looking to find Manauer. Didn't quite pan out. Now it's Manauer working against Lorenzo Smith. Manauer goes down. Lorenzo Smith getting the better of that one. But still, that's something to sort out. He's got Andrews on the outside. Andrews looking in the direction of Goshu. And he's popped up once again. Not a resounding clearance. United might have lost track of where that one was. There's Andrews out of the air for Musfi. And to the corner we go. Ethan Hutcherson working against Medrano. Former teammates for many years at United. Top of the 18 it goes. Moosfi lets it go. Here's Andrews. Oh, it might have been a save. Beautiful from Almodaka. Still alive. We're going to have to come back and take a look at that one. We got a moment for now. Jovan Bogdanovic squaring it across. Well sniffed out. We'll still wait until the ball goes out, but we want to bring the replay once we get the ball out of play. It's really good intervention, and United live to fight another day. Down the line it goes. Medrano. And now we're going to have a set piece. Let's go back and see it. Take a look at this from Andrews. Once more. Oh, hard to see. Might have gotten a touch. Either way, post coming to the rescue, but Almodaka got up really well. I think that was a fingertip save by Mohamed Almodaka, keeping the clean sheet preserved. Now a set piece for the Reds. Hamza Moosfi, Ben Andrews, not an enviable position for the Reds. Two set piece specialists. Here is the delivery from Moosfi into the side netting. We'll take another look at that. Reds getting closer and closer. Here's another look back on the replay. Hamza Moosfi beat the wall inches wide of the action. And United again, bending not breaking. Here's the service upfield, well flicked on by Apaya. Oh, poor pass back from Milton Avalos. Toros Schweinfuss to the rescue, bailing out his teammate. And United still looking for something. That was an uncomfortable position. Take a look back. The back pass was not one that a goalkeeper will ever want to see, but Schweinfuss made himself huge in the nick of time. And able to make this stop. Well, we've seen two huge stops, one from each goalkeeper. We've seen chances abound for each side. This is going to be an instant classic. I think two really well-matched teams, two teams that are likely competing for the same UPSL Premier playoff spots. And this certainly will have playoff implications. Down the line it goes. Nowhere, able to get a foot in. There's Apaya out to Medrano. And the foul. Able to keep it on the ground. Lovely control now from United. No foul. Nowhere. And Johnson from distance. Johnson's ball always rising. And goal kick to come. Really good sequence of play from United. And now we're going to have a goal kick for Schweinfuss and company. There's a big ball upfield. A little miscommunication between the foul and Apaya. Angel Jabba. Ball down the line. Moosfi or Nigel Jabba still bouncing around. And we will have throw and an opportunity for both teams to catch their breath after really an eclectic sequence of play. Back and forth, teams getting up and down the pitch. Oh, good idea there up top for United. Flick forward delivered by Jared DeBose. And Andrews will claim the second ball. It's sent to the corner for Hutcherson. Medrano will give chase, and Medrano able to stretch out that foot. Quickly sent in. Lorenzo Smith keeping it on the ground. Here's Dimitri Turner. Turner has been excellent when he's gotten onto the ball, but hasn't seen enough of the ball compared to what we normally see from Demetrius Turner. This is sent down the line. Nigel Jabba will give chase. Oh, clever from the United man. There was a late challenge on the ball. Still down. And it's well sniffed out by Mohamed Al-Madaka. Still a player down. That's really late challenge on the ball. Believe that is Tesh and Kui. Looks like he'll get back to his feet and then we'll be able to continue in this one. That's right. Madeline, let the chat know. It's time to get engaged. We got 50 people now in here. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Every like on the video helps boost this one in the YouTube algorithm and gives these teams and players the exposure they deserve. We really appreciate your patronage. Feel free to let us know your thoughts on the match. There's been a lot going on. I know people have thoughts. Feel free to get some friendly banter going as well. Here's Goshu back to Andrews. All still in the mix. Down the line it goes. Nufal hugging the touch. Looking now for Johnson. Didn't really expect that one. And straight up it goes. Johnson streaking to the ball and creating problems. Nufal. And will send it in. Return pass. Sniffed out by Turner. Now Hamza Musfi. With Hutcherson trying to find one in behind. Al-Madaka playing it safe with another immediate clearance over the far touch. Madeline, since you're the only one now participating, let me know your thoughts and predictions. Any players, any action that stood out to you. This one sent across. Hutcherson will keep this alive. Hutcherson doing the most, contorting his body just to keep this alive. Here's Andrews, lovely touch. Gosha will turn. Apaya, Johnny on the spot, but there is going to be a foul back upfield for the benefit of the Reds, and we'll have a set piece close to the far touch. Good opportunity for the Reds to try to sow some chaos in the 18. This one past everyone. Turner, I think, looking for Musfi, a little bit behind his intended recipient. And United will have a throw here in the 25th minute. Still scoreless. We've seen really strong chances for both sides. We've seen mistakes. We've seen excellent spells of play, but no ticket to the show has been sold just yet. Let's see who can come up with that magical touch. Two really active goalkeepers thus far. This is Apaya for Johnson. He's got Nufal on this near line. Might have waited a little long. Nufal had a lot of space in front of him, but instead United will bring it to the far touch. Good challenge from Milton Avalos Torres. And at long last, we'll have the throw. Medrano going back in order to go forward. Brown moving it away from the pressure. Here comes Nkui. Medrano has a man down the line. Floated into a pocket. It will find Manower. Paya looking out wide. Now the service. Lorenzo Smith rising above everyone. And able to make the clearance Paya and Goshu battling over this one. Here's Brown back to his goalkeeper. And Amaldaka will go forward first time. Valos Torres hugging the touch. Threading the needle. Can he get there? Brown had to send out a long leg just to get to that one. Now to the near touchline we go. Over the top. Medrano with the square diagonal ball, excuse me. Still contested, but it is going to be a throw for the benefit of the Reds. Jared DeBose was the recipient there. I love the interaction, love the likes, appreciate it, good people. The other 50 people who are still in chat haven't hit the like button yet. Make sure to just hit that button. We got a lot of match left to play. We got a lot of excitement to come. Last night, we had a real classic between Los Toros and the Aegean Hawks. Took a little while to get the scoring started, but the 2 goals were really well earned. We'll see if we get more scoring tonight. Certainly looks like a match that is capable of producing goals. There's DeBose working against Avalos Torres. And it will be goal kick to come. Looks like this one took a touch off of the Reds. Corner kick to come. Perfect. Here's the delivery. In-swinger to a good area. Nigel Njaba is able to get there. This is sniffed out by Johnson. And all the way back home to Almadaka. Almadaka. Vertical ball. It's right back down the middle. This could be problematic. Hamza Mousfi repelled initially. Great tackle. Timely tackle from Apaya. And we're right back down Jump Street. This one sniffed out by Avalos Torres. And forward we go. Johnson, he's been everywhere on the pitch today. This drops really far deep to keep this one going. Brown, now Medrano. Not a lot of players showing. Johnson's changing that. Philip Brown wants to try something to stretch the field. New foul. And Medrano there together. New foul. Top of the 18. Here's Yusuf Manewer. Back to Medrano. And the Reds have bodies now in support. Ball into Yusuf Manewer. Oh, penalty kick is given. No, excuse me. It's outside the 18. My apologies. I lost my bearings. And it is going to be a set piece in a really dangerous area. Let's take another look back. Again, this is definitely outside of the 18. Oh, I don't know about that. I feel like I stand by my first statement. Never mind. Fortunate spot there for the Reds. I think referee saw this one back. Might have a different outlook, but yeah, it's easy from up here with the benefit of hindsight. And in any case, Tayshaun Johnson will have a go from a really dangerous area just outside the 18. We know Johnson can hit these, and he can hit these hard. Reds stacking a lot of bodies in front. Come out a little wider. Here is the delivery over the wall and just over the bar. That is not far up and over. I think the Reds really fortunate there that this was just given as a set piece, a free kick outside of the 18, but for the good of the game, we'll continue with a level footing. Schweinfuss will go big. It pinballs back and forth. Here's Andrews. Still not clearly possessed. Apaya gets a touch to it. Medrano's ball cut out by Nigel Jabba. And Hutcherson has Hamza Musfi from distance. Musfi didn't really catch that one cleanly. And it will be a goal kick to come. There's Medrano, clever skill, looking up top. Lorenzo Smith has been really active in the back, covering distance. And his intervention pays dividends. Good turn from Dimitri Turner. Smith will keep this one alive, just about. All the way back to Schweinfuss. Good turn from Bogdanovic. One sniffed out by Nufal. Nufal down the line from Tashankui. Here's Nufal. Johnson, and play continues on the far touch. Jabba able to intervene. Avalos Torres keeping it alive, and in the end, just a goal kick. I stand corrected. That is a corner kick. Final touch off of a Reds player. Is an opportunity for United for a set piece. A lot of bodies stacked around. Beautiful service. Ooh, a lot of contact there. Controversy abounds already in this game, but Reds standing their ground. They'll send it forward. Here is Medrano shielding it and winning the throw for his side. Down the line it goes. Johnson and Smith battling. Goshu will send it back. Good ball down the line. Medrano read it well, but couldn't quite find a way forward. This is Tashankui flicked forward. And there's Nufal. All by himself. Needs some support. He'll find that support in Yusuf Manawer's foot. The return pass is a good one. Here's Nufal. Square ball to the back post. It's sniffed out. Heroic challenge there. At the last, got to see who made that intervention. I believe that was Milton Avalos Torres, covering a ton of space. Quickly back in play. United not wasting any time, but we're going to put this one back at the spot of the initial foul. And should be an interesting opportunity. Andy Medrano, the one over the ball. It's floated up. Schweinfuss is there and has high-pointed this one really well, Charles Schweinfuss. Looks like United have won a throw over on that far touchline. Medrano is the one to take. Sent low, very much still in the mixer. Hutcherson looking for a way forward. Instead, Johnson preventing any kind of counterattack. United will switch the point of attack. Shankui looking for a vertical ball. It would have been offside, yeah, and then the flag does come up. Reinfuss looking forward. We got storms all around us off in the distance. We hope the weather holds off. We got a really good game thus far. Great participation from the fans. This is, well, read by Almadaka off the head of his captain, Philip Brown. Oh, now floated up. That's easily won by Nigel Jabba. The second act not quite as impressive. Well taken down in the midfield. On the far touchline, DuBose, a screamer from his foot, but no strike on effort. Couldn't quite keep it down with this venomous effort. But United have been getting closer and closer to goal. You gotta wonder, though, in games where you get a bunch of chances but can't quite capitalize, it just seems an inevitability that the other team is going to find a goal. United, no doubt, will want to put one of these home while they have the momentum swinging in their favor. Right now, Reds have had a hard time getting their front three going, and they certainly have a potent front three. Hutcherson, Goshu, Andrews with Hamza Musfi in the 10 role. Reds will have a throw over on that far touchline. There's Bogdanovic. Working some space for himself, but his pocket is picked. DuBose for Johnson. And now Reds will have a goal kick and an opportunity to catch their breath. This match has had tons of excitement thus far. We are into the 39th minute, just about 6 plus stoppage left in this first half. Can one of the sides grab the momentum and find a goal? Still some time left to see. Here's Ankui, won by Smith. Bogdanovic will take it to ground. Good work there from Yusuf Manewer. Apaya for Nafal. Nafal now working. He had a window. Instead, we'll find Rodales. Rodales ran right into a sea of red. And down the line goes Hutcherson. It's cut out well by Stephen Apaya. Now Medrano, blanked by Goshu. Down the line it goes. Target was DuBose, and it looks like DuBose will leave this behind for one of his colleagues. And on the far touch, United will get things going. This is popped straight up. Andrews. And now right down Jump Street. Smith out of the air. Lovely control from Smith. Hamza Musfi is forward. Goshu. Was he onside? Good intervention there from Muhammad Al-Madaka. Just outside his 18. And may have started an attack. That is going to be a set piece. Bogdanovic, the guilty party. Let's take a look back at this one because Bogdanovic will go in the book. Yeah. I don't think there's any malintent from Bogdanovic, but certainly did bring down the player from behind in transition. And there is one of our first yellow cards. I believe the first yellow card of the match. Let me know if I'm wrong in the chat. I think that's the first yellow card, the first caution I've seen. Paya will start. Here's Medrano, not quite on the same page as Nafal. That's a lovely challenge there from Rodales. Not only making the challenge, but winning the throw right inside Reds territory. United have really been looking good today. It's sent down the line from Medrano. Dimitri Turner, pocket pick for Rodales. Out to Nufal. First time switch of play. It's sniffed out well by Navalos Torres. And his second touch let him down. A little heavy, but still in play. Now Brown. Oh, derby back pass. Almadaka able to get it away. Just ahead of the streaking Jeremy Goshu. But Reds, they're not going to wait. There's no offsides on a throw. Here's Goshu. Oh, what a challenge there. Almadaka. Hold. And that was quite a challenge from Philip Brown. Had to get that right inside his own 18. Blanking Goshu, winning the ball. Almadaka now. We'll pump this one forward. A big ball, but not a lot of recipients in that front third. Now over the top it goes. Easily cut out by Schweinfuss. Well, one by Turner. Dimitri Turner looking to start the attack. He's got Musfi. Musfi's ball was a little too much zest on that one. Well, inside it goes. There is Manelware to the outside. Good challenge by Avalos Torres. Sent across. Streaking ball. And there is going to be a set piece. There was a late challenge from the Reds. And a player still down. I believe this is potentially Dubose. Took a real whack out there on the far touchline. And now has one set piece for his side here in the tail end of the first half. That's 45th minute. We'll see how much stoppage we get. This is a huge moment for United. As the wind begins to build here. Certainly could be something to watch out and see how it impacts the flight of the ball down there on the pitch. Storm system certainly getting closer and closer. Here is the service. Up and over everyone. Not a bad idea from Medrano, but well up and over. Goal kick to come. We're into stoppage time now. Had a few stoppages, few injuries, but nothing substantial. We'll see how much time we get. Here's Lorenzo Smith. Floating one up into the wind, kind of holds up. Musfi did enough there, and now Andrews. That is going to be a foul going against Musfi. We'll come back to the point of contact between Ankui and Musfi. United desperately looking for a way in behind. And Kui, plenty of time and space. Will look for the direct approach. And that has going to harmlessly sail forward. And we got update. Looks like the weather system moving closer and closer. Could be a real problem here shortly. So any potential goal now could be massive if this game were to get called for weather. Obviously, I'm speculating a lot here, but Dubose will send it inside. Here's Rodales. Now Manauer. Manauer! Oh, not a bad effort. Just inches wide. He had to go. And that is going to do it for the first half with the score level 0-0. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media. It has been quite a thrilling half despite the lack of goals. Before we get into the half, just want to take a moment to thank our partners on behalf of Alexandria United. Alexandria United FC would like to give a huge thank you to the amazing sponsors who make our team possible. First up, DB Custom Marble and Granite, your experts in home remodeling, bringing style and craftsmanship to every project. Be sure to check them out on Instagram at db.custom_. Next, R&P Contractors LLC, leaders in large-scale operations with trucking, asphalt, and concrete services across the DMV area. Follow their work on Instagram at R&P Contractors. We also want to recognize Digital Construction Inc., your trusted team for commercial drywall, metal framing, and ceiling solutions in the DMV. Find them on Instagram at digital_construction_inc. Shout out to NAU, providing top-notch soccer training and development through 101 and group sessions, helping players reach their full potential. Give them a follow at NAU, NAYOU.13. And finally, A Few Good Places, AFGP, a robust worldwide streetwear brand telling a story through fashion and lifestyle, bringing style to the fans on and off the field. Check them out on Instagram at A Few Good Pieces. Alexandria United and our sponsors together, making every match unforgettable. We're going to take a quick break for the halftime, and we will hopefully see you back for the second half. We're going to keep you updated if the weather makes that feasible, but as of right now, we're going to take our halftime break. Very good. Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And thanks for tuning in here on DMV Sports Media. Quick restart to the half. I think with the weather looming, trying to get this game going as soon as possible. If you missed the first half, it was certainly a half with lots of chances, but no goals. Alexandria United, ASA Reds here from Thomas Edison High School in Alexandria, Virginia. Down the line from United, Smith is here and will make the intervention. Still in the mix. Good turn from Dimitri Turner. And Reds will go to work. Pressure paying dividends. Here comes Johnson. Now Hutcherson to the rescue, and United coming out firing with pressure. And we've got a throw on the far touch for United. Ball down the line. Hutcherson first to it. Now Andrews. And now we're immediately under pressure. United will have to go back in order to go forward. Here's Brown. That's to avoid the challenge from Goshu. Brown still going. And he's got an idea. Ball sent to the corner. Here comes Dubose. And Schweinfuss will make the intervention just ahead of Dubose. Low kick to follow. The rain certainly has made its presence here. We've got a little bit of rain falling. Game still very much playable. We hope that the rest of the storm stays out of the way. That is the thunder, the lightning, and the winds, etc. This is sent down the line. Here's a foul. Nafor has his man inside. There's Johnson. Deflected just wide. We're going to have a corner kick, and United still knocking at the door. Andrano will be the one to take. Set piece from this near corner. Delivery. Schweinfuss will punch. And now it's a chance for Hutcherson. What a challenge from Medrano to slow down this counterattack. The Reds will have a throw right about midfield. That's Hutcherson. Back out to Milton Avalos Torres. Now Bogdanovich for Hutcherson. Hutcherson slaloming. He's still going. Brown is there, but Reds showing some life. They've been up against the gun for the end of the half and the beginning of this second half, but they found some life. They found an opportunity to get forward. It's going to be a throw for Milton Avalos Torres. He'll get it right back from Hutcherson on the touch. Service to the back post, just missing Andrews. In the end, just a goal kick, but really tasty service in from Milton Avalos Torres. And the Reds will have to retreat. The goal kick to come. There's a big ball up. And Smith will get there first. No recipients on the end. Oh, what a take from Jared DeBose. The challenge is made. It falls kindly, and somehow Schweinfuss has come out on top with this one, but beautiful goalkeeping. I don't think that was a comfortable position for the Reds. Here comes Hutcherson. Back to Turner. Smith will switch the point of attack. Not quite the pass that he had in mind. And down the line we go. Match starting off this second half with a fever pitch. I think both teams are cognizant of the fact that if Lightning were to become a factor here late, the UPSL rules might dictate that the match would stand whatever the score was left after a certain amount of time played in the match, and I believe that is just 45 minutes. So no reason to leave too much left in the tank. A goal worth its weight in gold right now. Here's Schweinfuss. Good decision making. He's got Avalos Torres. Hutcherson back to Avalos Torres. And now Turner. Reds have got bodies forward. Nigel Jabba into the corner. Musfi is in the center. What a save from Almadaka. Jovan Bogdanovic trying to thread one into the near post, but Almadaka got down well. Rain's certainly making his ugly presence felt. Not a comfortable position for the goalkeeper, of course. There's the service from Andrews. Holds up well. Bogdanovic. Well, he turned it to frame really well. Just couldn't find either side of Almadaka. Not enough pace behind it, and play will restart at the hands of United. Good turn from Manelware. And there's Medrano. Rodales. Dubose couldn't quite hang on that time. Lorenzo Smith able to win it. Now Avalos Torres late from Dubose. And Smith still down. It's a set piece coming out. Here in the 53rd minute. The Reds will take over with the set piece. Playing from the back. Keep it on the ground. Look down the line. Avalos Torres wallowing back inside. Still going himself. There's the distance shot. It's a follow-up effort, and there's the goal for Andrews. Well, we talked about the potential for the slick turf to make an impact. Certainly has made it really difficult. That was a stinging shot, bouncing off the turf and making life difficult for Almadaka. Andrews was Johnny on the spot, following up Avalos Torres' shot. Here's another look back. And tough sledding for a goalkeeper who's played well throughout the day. As a goalkeeper myself, certainly feel the sympathy for. Oh, it is my mistake. Get out of here. My bad. And we're back. Reds have found their way through, but they're under the gun here in their own area. Good clearance out. Jabba down the line. Nigel Jabba with the heavy touch forward. United looking to create. It's Yusuf Manelware. If you're just joining us, we've seen our first goal a moment ago. Thunderous shot from distance from Milton Avalos Torres. Hold that thought. It's a good ball in to Johnson. Lorenzo Smith is there. And it looks like it will be a throw for United. But the follow-up effort after Almadaka got behind the first, tucked home really well by Ben Andrews from point-blank range. Turf making things ugly now for both sides. United trying to capitalize with this throw. It's into Johnson. And Johnson unable to hang on. Here comes the counterattack. Medrano has Rodales. Payet now Dubose. Bogdanovic with a resounding challenge. Medrano again back inside. Rodales dispossessed. Turner is over the ball. And here comes Andrews streaking forward. He'll send it in behind Goshu. The flag comes up. Will be an offside. It's close. Bang, bang play. Goshu just a step in behind that back line. And it is going to be, no, excuse me. We're going to come back at the set piece. But it was an offside. That's why we're coming back to the set piece. Obviously, would have been a good advantage played if Goshu was in that offside, was not in that offside position. But because he was offside, we're going to come back to the spot of the original infraction. Andrews will stand over the set piece. Andrews with the service. Ooh, it takes it a wicked deflection just up and over. But don't mind seeing that hit from distance with the rain. Those can really move in the air. They can really cause problems for the goalkeeper. And in the end, consolation prize of a corner kick. And a substitution for the Reds. Looks like Hamza Musfi is off. Can you zoom in on? And we'll update you in a second on who that is. We're going to come back. There's the service. Hutcherson got ahead to it, but couldn't quite contort his body around it. Goal kick to come. We're in the 58th minute. Rain still falling at a steady pace. Reds found a goal by way of Andrews. Somewhat against the run of play. United have had a whole host of chances. Found themselves in not once, maybe 2 or 3 times, but Charles Feinfuss has come up big every time. This back line has performed admirably. Oh, here's a nervy situation. A foul into the corner. Can he get it across to Dubose? He's taking the shot on, and that's well claimed by Charles Feinfuss off the slick turf. Feinfuss going to send everyone big. Take advantage of the slick conditions. Good win from Max Medrano. Navalos Toro's first to it. Second picked up by Turner. And is going to be just outside the range of Avalos Torres. Medrano for Dubose. Dubose will turn it forward and again sent out for a United throw. And it looks like Medrano will be the one to send it in from this near touch. Down the line. Demands the intervention. And there's a great shield to see it out. Goal kick to follow. Feinfuss gonna send everyone big again. And he's dumped it into the midfield. It's well won by Ankui. Now Andrews. Medrano still going. Andy Medrano looking in behind. This one asking the question and most well dealt with by ASA Reds. Now Hutcherson sending it back across. There's 6 bodies forward in support. Hutcherson losing his footing. It's really slick. You see both teams kind of struggling to keep their footing. Down the line we go. That's well cut out by Turner. Still going. Here's Yusuf Manower trying to find the ball in behind. Sent across. Still in the mix. Here comes Feinfuss. We'll go back to his line. Hutcherson was right there. Ethan Hutcherson going to work. Clever ball down the line for Goshu now. Goshu will go to work, but Philip Brown's right there to thwart any would-be ball in. I believe this is Ferris Tello coming on. Well, it's not, but it's someone else. Find his number in a second. We do need one of those big boards to announce the number, but haven't got that in the budget just yet. So Reds will move forward. Hutcherson forward. Ben Andrews is in. Andrews cuts it back. Can he get the shot off? Yes, he can. What a save from Muhammad Al-Madaka. Beautiful save. And this is going to be a corner kick to come. A consolation prize from an effort that could have been so much more. Al-Madaka, well, he has certainly atoned for what he'll view as, you know, maybe a slight mistake earlier. That is goal saving. One of those saves that you wouldn't expect your goalkeeper to make, but stood tall. Here's the service from Andrews. Won't clear the first man. And into the 62nd minute we go. Alexandria Reds with the throw on the far touch. We got adverse conditions here. Welcome to all those who've joined us. Unfortunately, won't be able to read the chat like I did in the first half. We're very much at full stretch with the conditions as they are, but we'll keep the transmission coming. Here's the service from Turner. Top of the 18. Brown gets a foot to it. Now Rodales just missing out on Yusuf Manower's foot. Reds on the front foot. Now Medrano, Andy Medrano into the mixer. That's a strong challenge. Play will continue. And onwards we play. That's a foul going against Jabba. And it looks like he'll go into the book. Yellow card for the Reds. And sent forward by Apaya. Kind of hold it up in the wind. Rodales will take this down to ground. And now we're out to a foul. Lorenzo Smith has had an excellent game thus far. Won't connect, but this could sow some chaos with the conditions as they are. Here's Rodales mixing and trying to find it. Goshu, he found himself in behind. The final service cut out well by Enkui. And Apaya now will distribute. Good touch from Tayshawn Johnson. Going to work with Medrano in support. This is Max Medrano. Back out. Clever from Smith. A lot of composure to keep that in possession there under duress. Let's pop straight up in the air. Andrews going to work. Now it's well popped up. Plenty of space to work into for Yusuf Manower. He's got Rodales. A little bit of a heavy touch. Smith is there. Andy Medrano now down the line looking to find Jared Dubose. This is a throw for United on the far touch. Desperate for a would-be equalizer. With this match very much hanging in the balance, especially with the conditions as they are. No telling how long the game would continue, especially if Lightning were to rear its ugly head. Here's Nigel Jabba fighting, winning position and winning the foul to set piece out for the Reds. Lucas Gabriel, greetings. Thanks for joining us from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Great to have you in the chat, Lucas. Oh man, that is certainly a nasty bit of thunder, a bit of lightning. We're gonna pack up. We're gonna keep you posted in the chat, but the match is called, and it looks like that might be it. We'll get you an update. Check the chat, and we'll update you, but we gotta get out of these metal bleachers. We're gonna end the transmission for now. If the game restarts later, I'll start it back up, but for now, we're going to the car, we're going to shelter. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media, and we appreciate, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon.